I do remember where
Yes.
we met.
No, liar. You were so late.
Still love you.
On top of my head, like, I have the utmost respect for both your parents.
Really do judge.
We do judge badly.
Part of judging, not
Yeah.
like a mean judgy way.
No,
to go.
no, I don't know
You-
how.
you-
I
you
never
are a
got-
different scenario.
No Federation Square memory. Okay, fine.
Sorry. How many times am I asking you to get your life? I am like, I have princess treatment 24/7. The mirror,
Yeah.
you don't care who is in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
You just need them to move away. No, as in crack. But how much of a crack you are?
Yeah.
Because you always like, you're overdressed. I mean, not like that, but your family. And
Yeah. No, I do not.
you do that.
No.
No, you do that. I still have videos.
Today's episode is not just a podcast, it's a party. Because my guest today is one of the few people who knows me inside out. Devangi Wickramasinghe is the daughter of the legendary dance guru Chandana Wickramasinghe. But make no mistake, she's got her own magic. This one's not going to be polished. It's going to be real, ridiculous, and ridiculously fun. Devangi, welcome to Fashion Voices with Kushan. Finally, we get to record the madness.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. I think the world gets to see our
Our-
madness.
Yes. Okay. So let's start with. Do you want to tell how we met and where we met for the first time?
I do remember where
Yes.
we met. I think I was in Melbourne.
Yes.
And then you did reach out to me.
Yes.
And we actually decided to talk for a shoot.
Yeah.
Sign an outfit. And then we met at Pancake Parlor.
No, liar,
Oh, we went to Crown. We went to Crown.
liar. We
No, we
met
did.
it not. No, we did not meet that.
I
liar.
mean, like, we went to the Thai restaurant.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
so
that
it's
was
Crown.
that was later on that.
That
day.
was Crown, though.
That was later on
Where
that
did we
day.
meet?
Where did we meet? You were so late.
Yeah, because I was using public
Transport at that time,
Yeah,
yes.
at that time. So
Yeah.
Melbourne, like public transport, you can't depend on it.
Yeah.
So yeah. But where did we?
Federation Square.
Wait. Did we?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Because all I
We
remember
met at
is
Federation
we went to
Square.
Pancake Parlor
No,
and we
that
did
was
eat
the
Thai.
end. No. We met at Federation Square. Then we thought of, go sit down somewhere, chit chat, and then talk about it. And then we went to Crown Thai, and then we had Thai, and then we were like, okay, we need dessert now. And then we went to
and then went to-
Melbourne Central. Yeah.
Now I do.
Yeah.
I do remember the Thai place,
Yeah.
but it's just out of my mind.
Yeah, so no Federation Square memory. Okay, fine.
Sorry, but I
Okay.
still love you.
Fine. Okay, so what clicked and what moment was it clicking that we are friends?
I think
Because at that meeting, it was very formal at the beginning. At the Thai place, it was formal, but
Very formal.
what?
because I think it takes a little time for me to warm up as well.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like a crack. Like I start laughing. I think for us, the moment that we click, because you also started like letting it out.
Yeah.
I also start letting it out in the sense like not deep talking,
Yeah.
just bursting into laughter, like,
Yeah.
talking about random things,
Yeah.
and then just connecting through that, like with life, how we
Yeah.
like. I think in Melbourne, like a lot of Sri Lankans, that's how we connect because most
Yeah.
of the people have gone through the same experience. It's
Yeah.
like coming alone to Melbourne, like trying to find a life in Melbourne,
Yeah.
trying to work
Yeah.
and balance like studies and everything. I think that's where we connected because
Yeah.
we cracked up on all the things that's happening around us. So I
True.
think that was our thing that it felt like home. Remember? I think we still remember it was nice to have someone like who knows about the industry,
Yes.
who knows all, like it's not something I'm trying to explain to someone.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
I think that was my thing. I was like, it was more of a part of home.
Yeah.
I saw in you.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that was very special for me.
Yeah, I do remember. It was really, really like we had the craziest laughs while
And we
were.
still do.
Yeah, we still do. So, one of the reasons for the great laughs we have is this influencer kind of sort of person. Like, you know, you know, go sit down somewhere, chit chat, and then talk about it. And then we had Thai, 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 and then we had Thai with questionable fashion choices.
We can't judge though.
We judge. Don't lie, we judge. We're not going to tell who though.
judge.
We judge
We
badly.
definitely do judge.
We do judge badly. But it's so much
It's
fun.
fun. I
It's
think
so
we
much
connect
fun.
in that way. I feel like we actually we take a call every once in a
Yeah.
month and we just judge.
Judge. If you are telling you're not judging people, that's a lie. Everyone judges.
Everyone judges. I mean, that's how you
Yeah.
understand a person. You have to have your own perspective of
True.
someone else.
Yeah.
Like, that's part of judging, not
Yeah.
like a mean judging way.
No.
Actually, kind of
It's an
understand
innocent
the
judge.
person by judging.
Yeah. It's an innocent judge. And it just stays in.
But we don't do anything about it. We just
We just laugh.
laugh.
Yeah.
We just have a good laugh.
Now we're trying to just make it justifiable.
Yeah, but still we do laugh. It's just for our
Yeah.
mental health.
True.
We just
Yeah.
have a
We
chit-chat.
just want to be
Yeah.
happy. We just want to be happy.
happy time.
Happy time. Okay. So, like, as you said, I want to just highlight this part that when you think like a younger version of a person goes to a different country for education and then they have to find their route there, because people might think it's very easy, but it's not. We have done that and we have gone through the same experiences. Luckily, we did have our family support. But there are students who come there thinking it's going to be a wonderful time there, but they go through a lot of effort, and they have to put in a lot of effort to complete their studies and to gain the final goal that they're aiming for. So what's your message on this kind of thing?
I think, like, as you said,
Yeah.
you and I are very lucky to
Yeah.
have parents that are like our backbone
Yes.
when we are like in a different country.
Yeah.
Like financially, mentally, they do support us.
Yeah.
But there are some children that are struggling still in
Yeah.
Melbourne. They're trying to work 2 jobs, 3 jobs,
Yeah.
still trying to balance life.
Yeah.
I think there's this perception of thinking that living abroad is like a different luxurious
Yeah.
life. But I don't think that is the true thing. I
True.
think unless you're like loaded
Yeah.
money, you can do that.
Yeah.
But unless you come from a normal family,
Yeah.
like you're trying to make a life of your own, I
True.
think that takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
I think it takes a lot of, more courage.
Yeah.
As in, like, you have to prepare your mind, like, fully to
Yeah.
be able to be independent.
True.
In a country where you can't call your parents and cry, you
Yeah.
have to be very strong mentally. I think
Yeah.
that's the place where a lot of children are evolving. Like,
Yeah.
what I find personally myself is I am more evolved
Yeah.
in my mental health, as like how strong I am
Yeah.
compared to my friends that are living in Sri Lanka, because I have gone through things that my friends haven't had the experiences of. I think
True.
we have gone through.
Yeah.
We have had nights that we like, what are we actually doing here?
Yeah.
Because at some points we're like, I have no idea what my next step is. I think we've all been through that. I
Yeah,
think
true.
everyone's been through that,
Yeah.
whoever has gone, until we find that right path.
Yeah.
We find our voice. I think we all struggle a bit. And I think a lot of children are struggling because with the financial crisis and like...
And the
not-
changes of law.
yeah,
especially.
it's very
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Like for me as personally as well, like trying to keep up on that timeline, because
Yeah.
everyone has a timeline.
Yeah.
Unless you have like citizen or you already are a permanent resident
Yeah.
in Australia, it's a struggle. For
Yeah.
anyone that's coming from a country like Sri Lanka, it's a struggle because our financial, like even the banks, like it's
Yeah.
very hard for us to get some money. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of process.
Hmm.
You can't depend on your parents all the time.
Yeah.
So you have to make your life on your own.
Yeah.
So I think we shouldn't imagine it's going to be a luxurious life. I
Yeah.
think we have to face the reality.
Yeah.
It's worse because than living in Sri Lanka, because you don't have anyone to run to, you don't have anyone to depend on, you don't have anyone to like ask help for. I
Yeah.
think in that case, I think everyone should prepare themselves
Yeah.
to understand that it's beyond reality,
Mm-hmm.
that it does like life really drains the energy out of you.
Yeah, but I do feel like everyone who goes through that comes out as a much stronger person.
They're very strong.
Yeah, because they are independent by themselves at a very younger age, and they know how to deal with problems by themselves without that support that they usually get from their friends and family.
Yeah.
So I feel prouder.
I think we
actually.
should be, because
Yeah.
we've gone through a lot of things that
Yeah.
most of us like friends or people our age haven't.
Yeah.
Because we have reached that age where we have actually independence. I
Yeah.
think that's basically everything around us. Like
Yeah.
we learn to drive a car, we learn to go.
No, I don't know
You,
how.
you,
I
you
never
are a
want
different
to.
scenario. How many times am I asking you to get your license?
No, that's
No.
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 That's
I've been
never.
trying to like get
Yeah.
your license, but it's okay.
No,
I'm
you
always
can't say
picking
that.
you up and
We,
dropping you.
yeah.
I'm happy to do that.
Yes, so
Yeah,
continue.
so I think we have prepared ourselves mentally, right?
Yeah.
So that's where we differentiate from, like, I'm like turning 25 soon, but as a 25-year-old, I feel I'm more confident. Like, I know, even if I get a problem, I would like cry first. Like,
Yeah.
that's my first reaction. But I still know that with pain, there is like a better image or something after this. So I
Yeah.
know that because I have had this experience, like I have to deal with things alone. I can't cry, like call and cry out for my mom or dad and say this happened. I can't because they have a life.
Yeah.
They can't always be dependent on me. So, and I can't always be dependent on them. There are like instances where I do reach out for help and everything, but not every day I can reach out for help because I have to build my life on myself. I have to make my voice. I have to make a stand it like on the earth, like without having my like parents' influences. So I think that's where we differentiate from other people.
Yeah. So, just to add to the fact, you saying that statement that you don't want to be a burden, like every time to call your parents and say that, and just to deal the problems by yourself, shows how much you have grown up as a person and that you have built up that courage to deal with your problems. But from the perspective of a parent, I don't think they would ever mind knowing your parents so well that get that call when you need them.
Yeah, I think they've always been that because I know they'll be always have my back. But still, I have to have this. I can't always have this like imagination. Oh, my dad will be there, my mom will be there. But there are instances like when it comes to workplace, like in Sri Lanka, I find it like, or if you're this one's daughter or you're this one's sister, you get a particular like a hand in things. But when you go to a different country, you're a different person. You're a new person. You're just the same to everybody. So you don't have that help where you like, oh, this one's daughter. Or because I kind of had that influence in Sri Lanka, like, oh, I'm this one's daughter. So I did have like a kind of a spotlight growing up. Like I can't do certain things. I think that with that barrier going there, it was like I had to rebuild myself. I had to learn to do everything by myself. So I think that has affected me in a lot of way because in Sri Lanka, I have princess treatment 24/7 and in there I have to like work for myself to get my princess treatment. So I think that's where all of us, not just me, I think everyone differs like from there. But there are children that still struggle, that still like the parents are unable to like help them financially. I think they go through a more lot. I don't know what to say regarding that because I haven't been through that. So I can't speak on behalf of them because they go through a different pain. Like they don't have their parents. Like as soon as they reach something, like they can't depend on their parents to help them. So I think that's a different thing that they struggle.
And for us, with what made the life easier was also we were lucky enough to connect with the right people in a different country. So it's not the number of the quantity of the people around you, it's just the quality. And I was lucky enough just to have less than people in less than a handful. So maybe maximum I have visited like maximum 5 or 4 places.
I think that's one thing as well. Like when you initially reached a different country, you had this tons of people around you. But
especially for you, knowing the person who you are.
So I am a very introverted person. So I like, even though there was a lot of people around me, like when the years pass by, with experiences, those numbers reduce and reduce and reduce and reduce until it's just like 3, 4, like that's the real ones.
True.
I think though, I believe that everyone around was always there for something. Like they wanted something in return, but the real ones will actually stick till the end. So I think it's very hard to find the real ones, but once you find that, I think you're set for life.
Yeah. And I should say this because on top of my head, like I have the utmost respect for both your parents. And then I got to know your mom more in Melbourne. And then there was this incident where actually two incidents when I had this neck injury at H&M, and then you guys cooked for me, and then you guys brought it for me like in containers so that I can keep it and eat because I couldn't move my neck properly. And then the second one that touched me the most was like I was asked to judge Miss World Australia in Melbourne, and then the day, and I also invited you to come with me. And then that day, your mom was like, "Please come to your place before we leave." Yeah. And then I came to your place, and then she was like, "I made milk rice since it's a very important day for you, and you should." It's kind of an auspicious thing, right, in our tradition to have milk rice before you eat. So that made me feel I'm not missing my mom in a different country, right? So she was so thoughtful in that process, and she made milk rice, even though like I was just a family friend, right? So
but your family, anyway.
Yeah. So that was so special for me, like that kind of connection to build up with someone abroad. That's really special, right?
Yeah, that is very special. I think, as I said, the true ones, the real ones are the ones that are going to stick through to the end. So I think it's very hard. Like there will be like, for example, like if you're telling your friends, oh, I'm going to come to Melbourne, or I'm going to come to Canada, there'll be a lot of friends that are like, oh, come, we're going to have you going to partying. Yeah. They just imagine, like, create this life where it's like more of the fun side, but they don't actually tell what's the real dirt inside. As in, like, not the dirt, I mean, like, you have to work hard, like, those tears, sweat, they never tell that. They just paint the picture to, like, for you to imagine, oh, it's like a wonderland.
True.
But no one paints a real picture unless it's a real friend. Like, a real friend would tell you really have to work hard. You will have to earn. This is the amount of money. You'll get minimum wage. That's what a real friend is. Yeah. But I think nowadays everyone doesn't have a real friend until you actually face these challenges, and that's when you understand, oh, they are my real friends, because they know and they would exactly tell you what to do. Some people will be like, yeah, that's fine. You can do that. That's fine. That's that's normal. But that's never normal. I don't think like I think for me, like I like my friends to tell me, like, if it's wrong, it's wrong. I don't want them to support something. But if I feel that's I feel like our conscious is in a way that we know what's wrong, but we still tend to do what's wrong. Yeah. Even though it's not right. Yeah. Like, we know it's wrong, but we still, because of all these social standards and everything, we still try to prove that point, but deep down we know it's the wrong choice. But if I know and then my friend tries to ignite that energy, oh no, that's fine. Yeah. That's where you have to like separate your real friends with the fake ones, because even though deep down in your gut you know that was a bad choice, but if that person is encouraging you to like make the move and do this, I think that's where you have to like really understand. You have to trust your gut. I think living abroad, the main thing is trusting like yourself. Like no one's going to be there for you. No one. It's just you for yourself. Yeah. That's it.
If someone asks you to describe me in 3 words, what would you describe me?
You?
Yes.
I
just
think
be nice.
3 words won't be enough.
Be nice.
Fashion.
Okay.
That's the first thing that comes up, because you always like you're overdressed, but nicely overdressed. I mean, I am an overdresser too. I mean, not like that.
Overdressed?
Not in a bad way.
Okay.
Just like, I love, like, you know, we always stand out because of that. And you're crazy. Just like
Am I?
Yes.
I thought I'm innocent.
No, you're crazy.
I'm innocent.
Like, because I know you're deep and down. Okay. And you're funny.
Okay.
I think people haven't seen that side of you, how kind of a mental case you are, like how crack. Yeah. Not as in crack, but how much of a crack you are. Yeah. Like, so you're really funny, but no one realizes it until they know how you are. So
who do you think matches that level of craziness? Apart from Chatura, with
Anwaki.
us. Oh, okay.
Anwaki. Yeah. I think we haven't worked together, you, me, and Anwaki, more than I have worked with Chatura and everyone. Yeah. But I think all 4 of us are like, it's like we need like a separate police like to guard us, because we are like, we'll just run wild.
Yeah, projects can go very out of hand.
I think it takes more, like, I believe that actually more than the work, our gossip sessions and get ready sessions run longer than the actual work.
Yeah, you keep on distracting us.
No, not me. You
no,
come. Like, I'm getting my makeup done. He's like,
no, I do not.
You do that?
No.
No, you do that. I still have videos. I have all my memories that you come to near the mirror and like, you do that. That is so you. No. You stand like this. That is you. Everyone that knows you knows how much obsessed you are with your hair.
Yeah, not
And
everyone
every
has
time,
good. Not everyone has good
yeah,
hair. Yeah.
And every time there's a mirror,
Yeah.
you don't care who is in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
You just need them to move away so you can have that mirror to like fix your hair like 100 million times, like put powder on and fix it. So yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So that's you.
Okay. Very untrue though.
No, that's very
Very
true.
untrue,
I
very
have proof
untrue.
on my phone that has like videos of you coming in front of the mirror and like doing this,
Yeah.
and then doing this.
So do you still believe that air travel gains weight?
I would rather, right, like I would like keep my... No.
Why? It's a
Because
scientific fact.
I don't want to like laugh because I
It's
have
a scientific fact. Do you
Well,
believe
with you,
that?
it's not.
What?
Because you walk like this sometimes, and you walk like this. So that's why I'm just gonna say it's up to you.
No?
I'm not. I'm gonna keep. I'm like
You're not still convinced?
no.
No?
You just eat.
I do not.
Just eat.
No. So where do you think the favorite restaurants were in Melbourne? Because none of them were like existing at the time that we were going there. So what?
I think we are more like night people. And there's only one spot.
It's very unfortunate actually.
The Australian pilaus.
The Australian pilau. The place that actually I hate.
We hate.
Yeah, I do not like the food there.
Unless it's like an emergency of like
Emergency
hunger at
of
2
hunger.
a.m.
Yeah.
or hunger at 3 a.m. That's the
Yeah.
only place that...
Some people love it. I don't know for what reason, but
Sorry, we can't judge.
we do not judge.
Sorry,
Yeah,
cut
no,
my
not
facial
judge.
expressions because I was a little judgy.
Okay. Okay. So tell me, and going ahead, what's your plan for now in future? What's your major goal?
I think for now, living life. I think I'm still 25, so there's a lot more that I need to experience.
Yeah.
So I think living life and living in the moment is a priority for me rather than stressing out about life, because we'll like to spend time stressing out and then you miss out the good things.
True.
And then you regret by, I should have done this.
Yeah.
I had the time to do this, but I was stressing on something else and I couldn't do it. So right now my motto is like just live life, go with the flow, enjoy the moments. I think that's all that's going to remain, because the stressing thing will like end. Like you'll work on it, like you'll figure it out. But you don't have a moment to think back and realize, oh, this was a good moment, because you've been stressing throughout that time, thinking of something else rather than enjoying the moment. So right now I'm like having the best time, living life, and just being a girl at a 25-year-old girl.
So we spoke about the immense support that you always have gotten from your family. I just wanted to ask, what have been growing up like under the shadow of great parents like them, where the world knows their names? What has been the growing up experience like?
I think it was quite rather different for me, because if you know my dad, he always talks about traditions, he talks about customs, and I am a totally different person. Like my personality is different. Like I've grown with the flow. I'm a 2020s girl and, the 21st century. So it was very hard. Like I had to have those barriers that I was like, even if I dress in a certain way, that shouldn't affect my father. Because the way he speaks about them, the knowledge he has shouldn't be affected the way I shape or I dress. So there was certain barriers and there was a spotlight, as in like people always would judge me. Like, oh, I would have to do these certain things. I would have to follow his footsteps, or I'll have to do these certain things to like be his daughter. But I am a totally different person. Like people don't realize that when it comes to these children, they do have their own perspective. They have their own personality. They want to be someone else, not be shadowed under their parents. Like be for like your father's or mother's like spitting image. They want to be something else. So I think that's where a lot of children like struggle. They want to be seen. That's where I think it was hard, because as you know, like I do dancing, but it's not my main stream of like my main income or my stream of like it's my hobby. I love dancing. That has been always there. Like since like I was a baby, I've always loved. But I was a shy girl, but I did dance. But it's always been a passion rather than like actually pursuing it. So I think there was a barrier where I was like, they expected me to, like, even when I was at school, they expected me to be a certain way of dancing. Like, wanted to, like, they wanted me to perform well because I was, his daughter. But I never did that because I was shy. Like, now I'm very talkative. Like, people can't stop me, but I was shy. So there was this thing where they always used to look at me in a certain way. Like, I am a guy's girl. Like, I have a lot of guy friends. Like, I'm more attached to, like, guys because I find it's more like that friendship is more strong and more real.
We'll get into it.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I think in that way, because I grew up in an environment where I had a lot of elders, like 20, like teenagers around me, because since I was a baby, there was dances in the house. So it was like, I've never actually had, like, I had my brothers when I was like 9 years old. Until then I had like adults living in the roof, like same roof, 9 to like every single day. There was never, my house was like only 3-4 people. It was like 10, 20, it was all adults. So I think in that way, I was more attached to adults. So I was like, they were like making me behave in a way that I have to, I don't know, like because of my father, they were like, oh, too much boys, like you, like, we say, they always used to, but that was me, that was my personality. Because I grew up in an environment where I had adults, like teenagers, proper teenagers in my house, like my household, like even my dad. He can be like, everyone sees him as like this, like a worship figure, like worshiping, but actually
iconic
he's crazy than me. Like, you have to go abroad with him, as in like with the tours. He becomes a child rather than us. He would like go around at night. He would just start dancing. So he's a different kind of person. So I had that. It was not like, oh, this one's daughter, I have to be this, I have to be this. I think it's different. Like, everyone's trying to find their own image under that spotlight.
True. So I know that your mother and father both would be listening to this podcast, but for me, I
know where this is going.
No. I was trying to give you a compliment.
Okay.
Like, I see a very modern girl within you, but I also see a very rooted traditional girl who's very attached to the South Asian culture, as well as the values of a family that the South Asian family household has, which is a really, really rare incident when it comes to a girl who's also living in abroad, who went there by herself and who made an identity for herself. Having that cultural root still rooted strongly, that's a part that I really admire within you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's, So, it's very ironic that we both are wearing blue today.
Yes.
Yeah, reason?
You did come to my house and you made me like choose this
you
top.
had the scarf already.
Yeah, I opened my luggage and like, you need to wear this.
Any specific reason for choosing blue, maybe? No?
God, no. It's just I love blue.
And your accessories and the bindi, it's all blue.
Because you chose this.
Okay.
It's not blue. You said you have to wear this.
Okay.
Because you opened my jewelry box and you're like, you have to wear this.
What is it?
Blue is a beautiful color.
It is. It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Australia is blue.
And
New Zealand is Sorry,
I feel like you're blushing in blue
No.
rather than red or rosy cheeks. It's becoming blue today.
No, I've just
No?
put a lot of like blusher on.
Okay. I think Dasha is blue.
Never tell someone your personal stuff when there's a podcast in like 2 days.
Okay, we'll stop in there. So the people will have to assume stuff what we have.
There's nothing to assume.
No?
No.
Really? Okay, but I saw some news on Dialogue.
No swearing.
No swear. Okay, calm, zen. Nothing. Okay. Okay, so it's been really interesting talking to you. So I have the same 2 questions to ask from me. One more question.
All I see is blue now.
I know.
Because you're wearing blue shades.
Am I? Okay. Yes, I am. I had to just look like right the god. So I wanted to touch base on the modeling projects that you did in Melbourne. So what was it like? I'm not talking the ones that we did together, but I have seen you in campaigns like the Indian one that you did in a yacht, is it?
Yeah, correct.
So that was really, really good. So what is it been like? What is it to be like part of that that
I
level of
think
project?
in Melbourne, I've worked with a lot of, not a lot, but I've worked with Indians because I find people know me in my country, but I wanted to explore. So I've been getting a lot of Indian, I'm getting a lot of collabs and work with Indian designers. And the one that you were talking about was Karigar.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. So they were launching their flagship show in Melbourne. So they wanted a campaign. So we did the campaign and it was really nice. I actually loved that too. So I think it's a different experience because different values, different people, their ideas are different. We are brought up in a Sri Lankan culture.
True.
But when I'm working with them, I understand. I learn about their culture. I learn how they look at things. For us, I did a bridal shoot with a lot of Indian people. So I was the way that they see, even the shots that they take from the camera, it's totally different than our eye. So it's very if you've seen that the work that I've done with Indian people, it's just different, a totally different thing to our Sri Lankan eye. Because I think it's because India is a country where there's a lot of color, a lot of things. I think that's where it changes. So it's lovely to work with everyone. And I do work a lot more with Indians because I feel I would establish more in that, with them, because I can find my voice over there. Because as you said, I love Indian jewelry. I love dressing up as Indian, Indian clothes and everything. So I feel more into that because I Candians, bridals, Sri Lankans have always been that. I wanted something else because me having that exposure in Melbourne, people know me in Melbourne, they message me and ask me, so you can do this, but it's always Indians reaching out to me. So that in that way, I'm very blessed.
Yeah. And your social media as well, you're using it in a very interesting way. So you're using it to create content, but very valuable content as well.
I try.
You try, but that's an effort. It's an effort. It's not. It's not. You're putting up.
I know because with the
easy.
full-time job, and then it's
So and it's a very engaging profile. So I have known when we have done a shoot, we have done some shoots together. So when we collaborate, I see your engagement. You have a very engaging social media platform. So what's about that?
I think I'm trying to be real because there's a lot of people faking it now because it's just I'm a normal girl that has a normal job.
Sure.
I might be someone's daughter in Sri Lanka, but I'm not someone's daughter in Melbourne. I'm trying to live a normal girl. I go to work 9 to 5. I come home. I get tired. I go to sleep. That's my life. There's nothing. I'm not trying to be I don't go to work. I'm just taking pictures. It's just real. I think that's where a lot of people try to, because I show the real thing. If I have an if my car breaks down, I really show it. I literally show it. I don't know how to change the tire, but I still show it because it's it's not that I want to gatekeep it. I want to express it because it's a social, I believe social media is a way to express your identity. So I don't want fake it. I just want to post pictures of me dancing, me modeling. That's not it. I would literally post. I don't post cooking stuff because I can cook, but I don't cook.
I doubt it. I have never tried any.
Yeah, because I don't cook. My mom's cooking. So I don't. But I still try to be real on social media because I'm a normal girl. I work a normal job. I did 2 degrees. I've got my bachelor's. I've got my other degrees. And I'm a normal girl. Just living life. A 25-year-old girl. On social media. Not trying to be a model. Not trying to be an influencer. I'm just a normal person.
Okay. The last 2 questions. And this one should be a very quick one. If you want to send a message to the world or a voice note to the world as Devangi, what would that be?
I think there are 2. First is be real. I think not faking it. Not trying to pretend to be someone else. I think a lot of, because we were in this social media topic, people try to be someone else. They pretend, they get these stuff for free. And, that is not, because when they actually purchased it and they'll be I got it. I don't think that is the true thing. I think you should be true to yourself and give love to receive love. That's the main important thing. So you have to be true and you have to give love because without love, no one exists. True. I think, and also respecting your parents. I think nowadays with social media, have you ever seen a profile where parents are being treated and it goes viral? I haven't seen none of these Sri Lankan me talk. I'm just saying. This is my idea. I haven't seen Sri Lankan influencers treating their parents and actually posting. I've seen Amanda. actually has his mom on social media, but I haven't seen anyone else like showing their parents, like treating them well, taking them out.
Yeah.
I think that's who we are. Our parents are who we are, as in like that's the reason we are standing. Without them, we won't be here. So I think be real, express your love, and to give give love to receive love. I think that should be the real reason that the world needs now.
Okay. And my last question. So, when I invited you to the podcast, even though you came for how many days?
5 days.
Even though you came down for 5 days, and then you had a massive show yesterday, and then you were super tired today, even though you still agreed on coming and doing the show today, what made you say yes? And then what was the experience like having this conversation?
I think I will always say, I've always told you, just tell me the time, you just tell me that I'm always there. That's always my thing. Because if you are family, if you are that closest of my friends, I would go to the downs of the earth.
Yeah.
So, that's what I've always said.
Yeah.
There's a shoot, just tell me. I'll just cancel everything.
Yeah.
I'm there for you.
Yeah.
So I think for you, I would do anything.
Yeah.
You know that. I love you.
Yeah.
I think we have this friendship that we do bitch about people, but we still have our real moments.
Yeah.
And I love it. I think today we were just, we were not cracking it up. So I think it's a good program because normally I don't think if we actually started getting, that we wouldn't have a program. We would just laugh. But I think it's really good to actually talk, sit and talk because we always it's a phone call 1 hour, 2 hours and then we go on with our lives. But I think he's sitting down and actually having face-to-face contact because you live in France now.
Yeah.
And then it's very hard for me to see you.
Yeah.
Unless
even the time difference is huge.
And every time we take a video call, you're either sleeping or you're either outside.
Yeah.
So you it's it's a different connection. So now actually to sit in front of your face and to look at you and smile is a different thing. So I think it's a good real experience. Yeah.
So thank you so much for having this conversation with me today and taking out time specially.
Thank you for having me.
It was really nice talking to you. Even though we were in the same country a few months ago, and now we are in two different parts of the world, and getting back somewhere in the middle again, and having this conversation was really, really, really meaningful, and really it meant a lot because you guys are anyway family to me.
Oh, love hearts. All the way.
So thank you so much, and to end the program. I would like to say it was a journey. It was a journey that we had and we shared it. So, and we tried to bring in some of the experiences that we faced in Melbourne and most of the people face in Melbourne. So it's not always the colorful, wonderful wonderland that people imagine. It's something very different. When you go there to a different country, you have to have that courage. But trust me, if you go through it alone, you come out as a very stronger person. So that's something that we want to bring and highlight in this program. So thank you so much for tuning in with us with the program. And then till next week with a special guest, with a special story. Love yourself and tune in for the next week. Thank you so much.